Shalom, Akiyam to start. I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Al-Shai by Hashem Kakadash. Honors to the apostles and elders who get millstone. And shalom to the Akim teaching his word through the four corners. In truth, sincerity, I can say shalom. Came back with another lesson, through the spirit and prayer, Yahweh by Hashem Al-Shai, Lord willing. It's edifying. It's like I'm a little, gotta really know his shit. But what I wanted to go through is basically understanding, the first death, because we know that the second death is gonna come by the missiles, which will be that fire. But the first death, was, the first death was what? The flood. Okay, those waters. In Noah's time, when the Lord had, basically flooded the earth. Okay, Lord had flooded the earth. Okay, and we must understand these different things that the scriptures talk about to also help us become better teachers and to, also edify ourselves, to really know the history, in the acts that the Lord did, to understand different things. Okay, but I'm gonna start with, Genesis 6. Let's start at 5. It says, and the Most High saw the wickedness of man and the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was evil continually. That's right, Lord. So Lord's basically looking, at the earth and like, damn, okay, like it was just wicked, always it was wicked continually, okay. All they was doing was, wickedness, okay. That's how great it was. The scriptures say, that wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, like in the times now, okay. But the times now, it's way worse. I would say, it's like but right now it's way worse. Okay. 6 says, and repented the Lord Yahweh that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. Basically, meaning Lord basically like where he regretted it. He regretted that he made man. Okay, because all the wickedness, that was upon the earth, man. Okay, because we understand that, that the Lord has laws, statutes, commandments that we're supposed to follow, and we wasn't following that. They wasn't following that. Okay, they at that time we wasn't following that, man. Okay, this is basically the conclusion that the Lord came to. He says, Genesis 6 and 7, and the Lord Yahweh said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast and the creeping thing and the fowls of the air, for repented me I have made them. That's right. So again, the Lord basically regretted it again. He regretted it, like he said, just, fuck it. You know how Jake get mad, and they be like, fuck it, and they just go all out. But that's basically what the Lord is finna do. He's going all out on the people. He's going all out on the creatures, man. And the creatures are innocent, because that's how mad the Lord was. Okay. Continuing on, it says, but Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord Yahweh, right? So basically Noah found favor. Okay, grace going into favor. The Lord found favor, in the eyes of Noah. And why is that? Okay, because, Noah in that time, matter of fact, I'm going to continue reading. It says, Genesis 6 and 9, these are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and a perfect in his generations, right? And why does it, why does the scripture say that? Okay, I'm gonna get, the blue letter. Okay, it says, it's like you. Genesis 6. And where I was at? 9, and you go into the word. I'm going to the word perfect. It says, complete, whole, entire, sound. Complete, whole, entire, whole, sound, helpful. Complete, entire of time, sound, wholesome, unimpaired, innocent, having integrity. Okay, meaning what? Okay, not saying he was innocent, because again, we in the flesh, we go off. Okay, meaning that, Noah in that time, he had integrity. Okay, he represented the elect, at that time, man. Okay, so the Lord, basically found favor in him. Okay, because he had integrity. Okay, and also, to speak to times now. Okay, it's not that we're perfect, but we're following the laws, statutes, commandments, turning back to the Lord, basically coming, in that spirit of repentance, turning back to the Lord. That's what we're found perfect. We can be found perfect, matter of fact. In Isaiah Bashim outside. Okay, like the elect. What does the scripture say? Matter of fact, in Psalms 32. In Psalms 32 and 1, it says, Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord Yahweh imputed not iniquity, in whose spirit there is no God, right? Okay, because as I said, he was he was a just man and perfect in his generation. Okay. But continuing on, it says, and Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Okay, and we will come out of Shem. His name meaning, like I said, by Hashem, meaning name. Okay, it says, the earth also was corrupt before the Lord, and the earth was filled with violence. And the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And the Most High said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. So right, so Lord is like, hey, basically telling Noah, hey, I'm about to, kill everybody. Okay, I'm just about to kill everybody. Then he told him, make thee an ark of gopher wood. Room shall thou make in the ark, shall pitch it within and without with pitch. So right, so Lord told him, hey, I'm about to destroy everybody, I'm about to kill everybody. Okay, so hey, make an ark, basically, man. Okay, and that ark, in those times, represented what was chambers. Okay, how are we gonna enter into the chambers? Okay, same way Noah entered into the ark, and as you said, the Lord shut the door. Okay, this is Isaiah. Isaiah 26 and 20, it says, come, my people, enter down to thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. That's right, man. So, in Noah's time, that ark, as I was saying, represents his chambers. Okay, because that's how he got delivered from the flood. Okay, Okay, and I'm gonna get another precept to back up. What our Lord, the Noah being a just and perfect. In Hebrews 11 and start at 6, it says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a reward of them that diligently seek him. Right? Because again, we must, have faith in the Lord, man. Believe that, he's gonna, reward us. Okay. You can't please the Lord unless you really truly believe in him. Okay. How are we pleasing the Lord? Doing the works. Okay, doing what the Lord told us to do. Being brotherly. So on and so on. 7 says, this is the point. It says, by faith Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith. That's right. Okay, so as we was going into Genesis 6, the Lord told Noah he's going to destroy all flesh. And when it said in the next verse, make thee an ark. Okay, so the Lord moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house. Okay, and we know that, because of that, 8 souls only, okay, got saved, man. Okay, it was through, Noah, doing what he did, moving with fear. Okay, same thing now. We must continue to move in fear of the Lord, man. Okay, it says, I could get Peter, 2 Peter 2 and 4. It says, for the Most High Spirit, not the angels that sinned. Right, we were those angels, and how did we sin? Through the times of Adam and Eve, we ate of that fruit. Okay, we ate of those their philosophies. Okay, it says, but cast them down to hell. We understand that hell is just a condition. Okay, it says delivered them into change of darkness. The change of darkness would be, this flesh, and it says to be reserved unto judgment. 5 at the point, it says, and spare not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. Right, and that's another reason, that Lord also found favor with him, because he was a preacher, man. He was a prophet of righteousness, man. Okay, same thing what we doing now. you know, preaching the word, you know, prophesying, you know, because it was, you know, men in the Lord, you know, been preaching about, you know, how the Lord is trying to judge them if they was doing wickedness, man. Okay, let's get an example right quick, you know, for Jude 1 and Jude 1 and where is that? Jude 1 and where is that? 14, it says, and not in Enoch, right? Because Enoch, right? It says in Enoch, also the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of his saints to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches, with which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. Right, so it was prophets of old, man, and Noah was one of them. Okay, and Enoch, okay, you know, preaching the word, a preacher of righteousness, okay, you know. But going back to Noah, you know, because of what Noah did, and, you know, going back to the point, you know, we say those 8 souls got saved, okay, you know. Going back to Genesis, 7th chapter, starting at I can start at 1. It says, and the Lord Yahweh said unto Noah, come down and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. Because, you know, I just went into that. It says, of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by 7s, and the male and his male, and of the beasts that are not clean by 2, the male and his female, a fowl of the air by 7s, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the earth for yet 7 days. I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and every living substance that I have made will I destroy from the face of the earth. Right, so Lord was so pissed off, you know, he just done killed all the creatures, man. Okay, it says, every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth, except those that were, you know, in the ark with Noah. Okay, it says, and Noah did according to all the Lord Yahweh commanded him. And Noah was 600 years old when the floods of the waters was upon the earth. And Noah went in, and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him into the ark because of the waters, you know, of the flood. Okay. It says, of clean beasts and of beasts that are not clean, and of fowls and of every clean, and of everything that creepeth upon the earth. There went in 2 and 2 unto Noah into the ark, male and female, as the Most High had commanded Noah. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were upon the earth, in the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 7th day of the month. The same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. Right, and Noah was in the ark this whole time being protected, man. Okay, matter of fact, I might as well go back to Isaiah 26. You know, in 20 it says, Isaiah 26 and 20 says, come my people, enter down into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, till the indignation be overpassed. And that indignation is basically, you know, the Lord's righteous anger. And we're gonna see the Lord's righteous anger, you know, through those missiles, man. Okay? It says, for behold, the Lord Yahweh come out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The Lord shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. That's right, man. Okay, so hey, you know, we gonna be in them chariots, man. You know, Lord willing, we probably we gonna be in those chariots, being safe, man. Okay, you know why this place getting destroyed? The scriptures also say that we go see this place getting destroyed, man. Okay, you see the reward of the wicked in Psalms 91, Revelation 15. Okay, that I see a glass. Okay, Sirach 25. You know, so yeah, man. You know, but I don't want to get off topic. You know. Yeah, Genesis 7, and where was that? 14 it says, and they and every beast after his kind, and all the cattle after their kind, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and every fowl after his kind, every bird of every sort. And they went in unto the ark. They went in unto Noah into the ark, two and two of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. And they that went in, when the man and female of all flesh, as the Most High commanded him, and the Lord shut him in. The Lord was 40. I forgot. No, I read this. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased and bare up the ark, and it was lifted up above the earth. And the waters prevailed and were increased greatly upon the earth, and the ark went upon the face of the waters, right? Because, it's going to go into it, okay? How high, basically, how high the ark was, okay? How high it was. It says, and the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the high hills, and they that were under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered, right? Okay, so imagine, imagine a mountain, right? And imagine, okay, a couple and a cube is going into, measure distance. Imagine, a couple feet, okay, higher, than where the mountain is at. Okay, so it says, and the mountains were covered, because that's how high it was, man. Okay, Noah, the animals, his family. Salakia. Okay. Continuing on, it says, and all flesh that moved upon the earth, both of owl, and of cattle, and of beasts, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man, all in whose nostrils was the breath of life, and all that was in the dry land died. That's right, man. So, hey, as the Lord said He was gonna, destroy all flesh, the animals, the people. He did that, man. Okay, He did that. Okay, and I'm gonna get, 2 Peter 3, start at 6. It says, whereby the world that was then being overflowed with water perished. Okay, it says, but the heavens and the earth which are now by the same word are kept and stored, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. That's right, man. Okay, you're talking about the times now. We're certainly going into basically being matter of fact, I'm gonna go into it, and go into the word. Revelation 3. Reserve meaning to attend to carefully take care of, to guard, to keep one in the state in which he is, to observe, to reserve until it goes up, right? So as it said, but the heavens and earth which are now by the same word are kept in store, reserved, so kept, okay, they're being kept unto fire. So right, so this time it's not going to be by the water, because the Lord, again, He made that covenant, and we get that also. Okay, He made that covenant with Noah. It says what is kept reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. Continuing on, it says, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. The Lord is not slack concerning His promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to us, for not willing that any should perish, but that all meaning the elect, right, that all should come to repentance. Okay, I'm gonna make it that because Lord, He said, because the Lord's gonna destroy America, this will be Babylon, or the North Country, Egypt, okay, with a fire, because of that covenant He made with Noah. I'm gonna get Genesis 9. Start at 11. Matter of fact, start at 8. It says, and the Most High spake unto Noah and to his sons with him, saying, behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth with you, from all that go out of the ark, to every beast of the earth. And I will establish my covenant with you, neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood, neither shall any more be a flood to destroy the earth. And Most High said, this is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. That I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token meaning a sign of a covenant between me and the earth, right? So basically the rainbow. Okay, we understand that that's the covenant that He made with, as it said, Noah, And he's speaking to us as sons. You know, that's the covenant he made with Noah, man. Okay, you know. It's lucky. Covenant made with Noah and his sons and the animals. You know, basically everybody. And he's not gonna flood the earth. And yeah, there's floods and shit. Okay, but to that degree where he just destroyed everything, you know, the waters were so high up. Lord not gonna do that again, man. Okay? It says, and it shall come to pass that when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And the rainbow. Okay, it says, and I will remember my covenant which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh, and the waters shall be no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between the Most High and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. Right, man. Okay, so yeah, you know, to this day, you know, the Lord kept that promise, man. Okay, you know, and as a spirit, you know, I was driving today and I seen, you know, the rainbow through my mirror. Okay, through the mirror, you know, I just gave praises. Okay, because dying with water is probably gotta be basically torture, you know, because the rain coming down and then, you know, water getting so high up that you drowning, you know, you can't breathe, and then you fighting for your life, you fighting to get some air. Okay, you know, gotta be painful, man. Okay, and that's another reason why we gotta continue to seek Yahweh Shai, because, you know, if the water, you know, is bad, how much more now, you know, with the nuclear missiles plus everything else, man, that Lord's gonna bring upon this place, man. Okay, you know, but you know, I'm gonna get, if I was out there, read 17 again. It says, and the Most High said unto Noah, this is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth. I'm gonna get Sirach 44. Sirach 44. Sirach 44. 17. It says, Noah was found perfect and righteous. You know, went to the perfect. You know, in the time of wrath, he was taken in exchange for the world. Therefore was he left as a remnant unto the earth when the flood came. And everlasting covenant was made with him, that all flesh should perish no more by the flood. That's right, man. Okay. You know, proving the point. Okay, Noah was found perfect and righteous in his time. You know, and we want to be found perfect and righteous in the eyes of Yahweh Shai. Okay. And he said we was left as a remnant. So yeah, you know, Noah's basically again representing the elect at that time, man. Okay. You know, it says the everlasting covenant was made with him, that all flesh should perish no more by the flood. That's right, man. Okay, we just went through that promise. Okay, but I'm gonna get another precept in Matthew 24. You know, Matthew 24 and start at 36. It says, you know, because again, you know, scriptures compare. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read it. It says, but of that hour and Matthew 24 and 36, it says, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Right, same thing now. You know, people in the world going on top of folly. It's lucky. You know, doing all types of folly. Okay, not paying attention to the times that we in, man. Okay. And it says, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Right, so it's going to catch them off guard, man. Scripture say, you know, the day of the Lord is as a thief in the night. You know, matter of fact, I was already there. 2 Peter 3, I might as well continue where I left off. At 10 it says, but a day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up, right? And that's going to be the second death, man. You know, that fire, okay? That fire, you know. But, you know, as the days of Noah were, you know, the Lord flooded the earth. You know, there was marrying, drinking, you know, not paying attention, not caring, talking shit to the prophets, all that. Okay, the same things now. They talking shit to the prophets. They marrying and drinking. You know, the day of the Lord will catch them off guard, man. Okay, continuing, it says, Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Okay, when you go into God conversation, matter of fact, it goes into I'm gonna get it. Going into manner of life, conduct, behavior, deportment, right? So we're supposed to act a certain way. Okay, we act a certain way, in this truth, man. Okay, because we're changed. We're not the same person anymore. Also, okay, but 12 says, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High. We're in the heavens. We're in the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved. The elements shall melt with fervent heat. That's right, man. Hastening, going into, I already made a lesson on it. Desire earnestly. Okay, we want, this place to be destroyed. We want the day of the Lord to happen. Okay, most importantly, it says, 13 says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. And I was, going through the words with our brother. Okay, and once it went into the word new, goes into Salakia. You sick, but you gotta make these lessons with the Spirit on you. New goes into new as respects form, or no, it says form, recently made, fresh, recent, unused, unworn, as substance of a new kind, unprecedented, novel, uncommon, unheard of. That's right. Okay, and it says recently made, right? Because again, we'll have Esau building up our kingdom, and these heathens go help too. Okay, so that's another reason why we desire a new heavens and a new earth, a new rulership, man. Okay, it's gonna be fresh, it's gonna be new. Okay, the scriptures also talk about I had not seen or ear heard. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be new, man. It's gonna be, fresh, in a sense, man. Okay. But hey, with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, outside by Hashem. Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and shalom to the I keep teaching this word, beautiful corners. In true sincerity, keep pushing, keep it daring without here. Shalom.